What is going on, guys? And your boy's back. Welcome back to a brand new video, and we are just sitting here because I wanted to give you guys some news. So as everyone can see, we've been working on the Teggy a lot. We've been doing a lot of content. We've been tearing it down, most of it ready to go for paint, but wrapping my head around the engine and what I'm going to do with the engine. It's a pretty simple answer. I'm not going to be using the B20. The simple reason for this is that engine needs I would say like a semi-complete rebuild. You know, I need to remove the head, need to put a new head gasket on it. Not because it does have a head gasket blown, but because if I want to put it in there with a brand new engine bay that's painted and stuff like that, I want to make it as nice as you can. I want to restore it back to OEM plus on that B20, do everything on it. So one of the things would be obviously removing the head, changing the head gasket. Another thing that we'll be doing would be just replacing a lot of the gaskets, the intake manifold gaskets, everything else in there. Would have to be running a bunch of other stuff. And to truly honest, build that engine, replacing all the gaskets, water pump, timing belt, head gasket, taking the head to the machine shop and get it polished. Looking around ballparks of $600 to $700, probably way more, because the head job, if I do it myself. Now I was planning on taking it to somebody to rebuild the whole engine and then just give it back to me fresh and put it in. The transmission, I really don't know if it needs a rebuild or not, but I probably would have rebuilt it, put brand new synchros and stuff like that, because I want to do it, not because it might needed it. But all alone, probably looking at, if I decided to take it to somebody, probably looking at $1,500 to $2,000 just to restore both things, and probably I fell short. I want obviously to get some power, and I want everything to be more reliable and with more power. So here's the deal: we're throwing that away. We're throwing that idea away, and we are going full K series, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna go full K24. I've obviously had the K on my RSX, but we're gonna go full K24 on the Integra. And we're just going to get that out the way. I have everything for the B20 there. I have all the harness, transmission. I have everything there ready to go. And I'm selling it. And I think I might have a buyer. So we're going to find out that in a little bit today, whether he wants it or not. But I'm just going to grab that money, put it into a JDM K24. And that's what we're doing. I know that everybody does the K series, but you just can't beat it. Buddy of mine did his make like 250. Another guy did his make like 235. Like they're just numbers that are night and day. So I'm gonna spend that kind of money to build an engine that has 140 horsepower. Even if it's period correct and everything, you just can't beat it. You know, K20, K24. I mean K24 JDM, or if you want to do a K20 head, it's just kind of the way to go. You get the power. You spend the money once, and you do it, and you can put AC on it, and you can do everything on it, and you're good to go. So that's the big announcement. That's the big news that we had. We are not going to do the B20 anymore. We are going to be doing a K24. So I would say no later than 3 weeks. I would say between 2 weeks to 2.5. The engine, the car will be going off to paint. I already spoke to the guy in the paint shop. We're just getting it prepped, getting it ready for it to go. We have a stupid little hurricane coming over Florida now, so I'm gonna see. I don't even think it's a hurricane. It might be just a tropical storm, but I gotta start putting things away and start storing stuff away because the car is gonna be off in paint for a while. That's gonna be for a while. So as that happens, we will be collecting parts. We will be doing stuff, but there are some stuff that needs to be done before it goes off to paint. I want to do the brakes. As you guys saw, the brake rotor is completely seized, meaning the screws that hold the rotors are completely seized and they don't come out. So the idea is, since we're replacing everything and we're finishing everything up, I'm just going to remove the spindle, and I'm going to take the spindle and just like that, and we're going to remove everything. We're going to remove hub, bearing, and we're just going to throw that away. We're going to throw the hub with the rotor, hub and all that, and the bearing and everything away. And we're going to be putting brand new bearings, brand new hub with brand new studs in there, because on the driver's side, when I was taking it out, one of the studs broke. All the studs are completely rusted, and I'm not going to use that. Maybe the hubs are no good either. So I'm just going to replace a complete hub with bearing and everything else in there. We're going to put new rotors, we're going to put new pads, and we're going to put new calipers, just because I want to get new calipers on it. And then we'll put everything back on, maybe get coilovers before it goes off the paint, maybe not, but that's the idea, to finish the brake parts before it goes off the paint. And I'm going to have to start removing the dash before we start buying the parts for the K24, because I got to run the wires and stuff like that. But if I do decide to go K24, you guys are definitely going to see me running the ACURA shifter, which is amazing. Can't tell you much. I mean, can't tell you enough about it. It is, to me, the best shifter out in the market right now. ACURA, if you guys are watching, you guys are killing it. But let's go ahead and jump in the car a little bit. I kind of want to do a few little things for today's video. That was the big news. And I'm actually starting to pack up for the little hurricane and stuff like that. I already put stuff away. But let's jump in the car and get some stuff done, and we can move on, because every day that we do something, we get closer to our final goal. So let's go ahead and get the video started. Alright guys, so it's been like 2 days since I started recording this video because a small hurricane wanted to come by here, or I guess probably passed by a little bit more up north. So there was a little bit of rain and stuff like that. I gotta find out where the water is actually coming from, but there's a little bit of water there and there. I gotta clean that up. I'm thinking it's from the moldings, but these moldings, well, these moldings are kind of torn. But as I was mentioning in the video, we are going K-series, so we have to remove the dash to take out the heater core. I won't be running a heater core anymore. I do have some great news for you guys. These videos just keeps getting better. The car is off to paint next week. Finally, yes. I'm extremely excited. You can tell by my voice. But yes, the car's off to paint next week, so we are rushing to get everything out. To remove the whole dash. I'm gonna start removing here. That bolt that's there, you probably can't see it much because this thing doesn't let a lot of light in. I have to do something about this. I'm gonna have to put something here for the rain, because I can't have this car getting rained on after it gets a paint job. I won't be revealing the color of the car anytime soon in the channel, so please don't ask. This is a surprise. The people that I've told are left speechless, like, holy crap, you're actually doing that color? Yes, I am going. I'm not going nutty, but it is a dope ass color, which is amazing. I'm just gonna leave it here. It is a Nissan color, and it does not come in a 240, or it doesn't come in a 240 or a 300ZX or any of that stuff. You just have to try to figure it out by yourself, or just wait till the car comes back from paint. So let's go ahead and start removing the dash, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So I've been tackling the dash the whole morning, and it is a pain in the behind. So I'm actually gonna get a new dash. It's really falling apart in my hands. I'm like looking at the dash and things are breaking. So just gonna finish taking her out, because I gotta take out the heater core, as you guys know, and then start cleaning everything up, because man, and it sucks because it's such a good dash, but it's literally breaking apart in my hands. But I'm already sorting one out, so let's continue and let's get this thing done with. So I'm just kind of looking at over everything here, and I am like, what a mess. Am I going to be able to put everything back? Absolutely. I've done this before, years ago. I should have started YouTube years ago, but got my little fan going on. I'm going to turn it on now and continue with the dash, because it is extremely hot and I've had to take a few breaks. But let's continue. Let's see if we can get this dash out of here. I have to get a new dash. This thing is breaking up on me, man. Like, I hate the fact that they're just, it's like you look at the dash and another piece breaks, and you look somewhere else and another piece breaks, and you haven't even touched it. So let's continue. Let's get all this mess out of here. All right, boys. So the dash is out. As you guys can see, it's not in the best condition because it's obviously old. The vents here for the AC are kind of broken. This right here is broken. This right here is broken. Some of the tabs, as you guys can see here, they're also broken. This broke, and then inside one of the tabs here broke. Like I said, this dash, I literally was just looking at it and things were breaking. But then again, this is a 90s car, and it is expected. They all break from here, from there. So it is a new day, so we're going to continue removing the heater core. I've pretty much put all the cables back together. I got to sort under the dash, but let's continue removing the heater core. It is extremely hot, so I might just wait a little bit for the sun to go down, and then, as you guys can see, this doesn't stay in place, you see? Yeah, I definitely gotta go get another one. Well, actually, if I push it into this. But I gotta go get another one and maybe just order one of these. Alright, so we got the AC box out. There's obviously such a mess in here, but we got it handled. But yes, we got the AC box out. Going to now, you guys can see the tick there. The good thing about now taking everything out is that I can push the wires through and then route them out to the fender and then just finish taking everything off from here. Man, it literally hasn't stopped raining non-stop, and I haven't been able to do much to the car because of the freaking rain. But I got them here. I'm gonna start tackling them, taking them apart, cleaning them up, because this is definitely not going back in the car like that. See, years before, I would probably just clean the blower motor and then just throwing everything back in there just like that. Since I'm not in a rush, since this car is coming back, alive in a very good way, we are going to clean everything up, and we're going to leave everything spotless from everything that's dirty and wrong with it, but because you see all the stuff that's coming apart. So let's go ahead and continue with the tear down and put everything back together. Any company that has toolbox that wants to sponsor me so I can store my tools, your boy's struggling out here. I'm just kidding. I have these small little boxes because these are my go-to quick tools just to grab, but obviously I definitely would like to be more organized with it. Everything is done. Everything is taken apart on the blower motor case. Now I think I'm just gonna hit this with water and some soap and clean everything up, because there's obviously not a single electronic component in here anymore, and just leave this pretty spotless. These plastic throughout time, of course, they tend to break a lot. Let me see if I get a focus. They tend to break a lot because this plastic is not the, I mean, it's a tough plastic. It's been in this car for since '95 and it's still in pretty good condition, but they tend to break a little bit more than you would think so. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up and leave it spotless. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, almost OEM, almost like if it came out of the factory. But here she is, really clean, really clean. Inside and everything super clean. Clean a little bit of the doors, as you guys can see there. But I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back on in 3, 2, 1. Just like that, everything is back on, ready to go. Blower motor in there. I went by and I tried to do my best to clean every fin that's in that blower motor, but as you guys can see, that's as much as I can. I literally was only touching the tip of the top of the blade, but as much as I can, and I got some pretty clean in there, but that's as much as I could do. But she is clean, ready to go. And the blower motor, it's on point, ready to get back in the car once the interior is complete. For tomorrow's video, we will be tackling that one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And if you guys are liking the content and the journey that we are doing with the build, remember to show it to me by hitting the subscribe button and the thumbs up.